Good morning, children. Welcome to Vijayanam Academics. And now today we are going to learn lesson 3, safety and first aid. Subject science, class is 5. And first tell me what is safety and why we have to take safety and what is first aid. So, but for that, I'm going to introduce the topic with some small things. That is, the accidents may occur anytime, anywhere without giving any warning to us children. So most of the accidents occur due to carelessness, correct? So that's why we should be very careful. And you all know in class 3 and class 4 we have learned some safety rules and what we must follow on the road and also in our houses and in our kitchen, and when you are playing also, and when you fall down or get hurt, how you should take the first aid, all those things. Little introduction is given. So today we are going to learn it in class 5 in little more detail. Okay, now look at this. These are the basic things given in the textbook. I would like to show you and just remind to you. See, this first is we should use zebra crossings to cross the road. Correct? Yes. Next, always walk on the footpath. Okay? Correct. Next, do not get in or out of a moving bus. Correct? If you are running from a bus, when you are jumping, what will happen? Yes, you all know. Your hand or leg will break, pakka. Next, see, do not lean out of the bus. What will happen? Suppose somebody is coming from the side, one more bus or lorry, you will get hurt very badly. Next, do not disturb the bus driver. Correct? If you are disturbing him, he will get distracted. And who is the loser? We are only the loser because you will be in the bus. Next, do not play rough games. Okay, don't play roughly, play nicely. Play fair with your friends. Next, do not jump on the benches. What will happen? The benches will be sharp at the edges. When you fall down, you will get hurt very badly. Up to which extent we only don't know. Next, do not push anyone even in the fun. Okay. Next, some more measures are also given here. Let us see. Yes. Do not use blade to sharpen pencils. See, nowadays so many sharpeners have come, so you should not use blades. Okay. Next, and do not keep the sharp edged things in your bag or pencil box. Why do you want scissors? Why do you want blades? No need. If it is art and craft period, you should take the permission of your teacher and your parents, then only you should use that too. Child friendly scissors are coming nowadays. So don't keep the sharp edged things in your bag. Next, do not throw books or dusters to one another. You will get hurt very badly. These things you do in the class, you should not do. Nowadays because of corona, you are in your own houses, so all these fun things you are missing. No, correct, we are also missing. Next, do not climb on shelves. See, if anything you want fairly, you ask your parents and use it, but don't climb on the shelves. Next, do not run down the steps. What will happen? You will fall down and you will get hurt very badly. Next, do not leave toys on the floor. What will happen if you don't have cleanliness? If you are stepping on that, you will jump and take a somersault in the sky and you will fall down. So that's why you should not keep the things on the floor, toys. Next, do not touch the electric sockets. What will happen? If you keep a finger in the socket, you will get an electric shock very badly. Yes. Then do not touch a hot iron. Mommy will do it for you. You have not become very big that you will do on your own. You should know how to use it, so better don't use it. Do not play with the fire. Why? Because you will get a hurt there and a small cluster there on your finger and you will get a burn. That's why you should not play with the fire. Okay, now we are going to learn the safety on the road. The next topic is children. Okay. Yes, safety on the road, children. The safety on the road has become more important than ever before because of the rapid increase of the number of vehicles. Being careless on the road can lead us to serious accidents, and we should follow the safety rules on the road. In the previous class, we all have learned about the footpaths, zebra crossing, etc. No, that is in the 4th class. So we see many signs on the road. These signs are called road signs or traffic signs. So we all should learn and follow these signs. So these signs are called what? Road signs or traffic signs. Road signs or traffic signs. These signs are called. Okay. So what are they? Come on, we'll have a look now. One way sign. This is one way sign, children. Looking at this, we should be very careful. This is one way. Again, that in the same only you can go in a one way, and again you won't have a same road. In the same road you can't travel back. So that is the meaning of one way sign. Next, no U-turn. You can't turn. Take a U-turn there. You should go straight, and wherever up to the ending of the road where the U-turn is, the end is there, then only you can turn. This is the board showing that whenever you see this board, this is no U-turn. You should not take a U-turn anywhere in the middle, and you won't have also to take. If it is there also, it will be blocked. That is the meaning. Next, no horn. Okay, you should not horn here. Done. Next, zebra crossing means you should walk only on the zebra crossings. Please don't walk on the road. Okay, to avoid the accidents. No parking. Okay, this is no parking. Okay, done. Next, this is no entry. What do you mean by this? You should not enter into that area. That is the no entry. Next, here no pedestrians. What is the meaning of this? That means on this particular road, any pedestrians, they can't walk on the road. Only the vehicles are allowed. We should not walk on the road. Next, no left turn. This is the left. No left turn. This is the right. So no right turn. Next is speed breakers. Means we should be careful, and we should not drive our vehicle. It may be a car, maybe a two-wheeler, more than 100 or 200. Some people, because of the joy riding, they will take so many. They will take up to 100 or 200 kilometers, and nicely the speed will be more than 100. So for that, they keep this board. Speed breakers are there, so be careful. If you are in the speed, the accidents will happen. This is the meaning of this board. Okay, children, clear? Next, the next part of the topic of this lesson is safety from fire.
Ma'am, I have a doubt. What is pedestrians?
Pedestrians. Yes, child. It is nothing but the people who are walking on the road. Just now I told you that we should walk only on the zebra crossings, no?
Yes,
so
ma'am.
On some roads you can't find the zebra crossings. There, especially where is some work will be happening, or some minister or some important person is going to come, or if something is like that, the road will be blocked, and there it will be written no pedestrians. That means nobody should walk. People, we should not walk. That is the meaning of this pedestrians.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Safety from fire. Okay, see children, now we are going to talk about safety from fire. Yeah, safety from fire. Yes, now look here, show child this one, show this picture. See this, children, touch it. Yeah. Now fire spreads very fast, and it can cause loss of life and property. To keep ourselves safe, we should know about the causes and prevention of the fire accidents. Yes, this fire is very dangerous. You know, all know, no children. In the houses also fire will be there. Mummy will be cooking. Okay, so okay, what are the causes of this? Electrical faults, unsafe use of things like matchsticks, Petromax, candles and kerosene oil and firecrackers, and gas leakage in the kitchen while cooking. This is the main reasons of these causes. Now, how we should prevent this? We should carefully handle the matchsticks and candles, children. You should not use the gas stove without big people, that is elder supervision. Next, we should avoid wearing nylon and synthetic clothes while cooking, and electrical wiring should be checked regularly. Electrical wiring, wherever it is, it should be checked regularly. Then when there is a gas leakage, we should not use the lighter, matchbox, and operate anything or switch on a switch, because the moment you switch on, what will happen? So the moment when you switch on the light, what will happen? The blast will happen. That's why you should not switch on when a gas leakage is there. You should open all the doors and windows of the house once when the gas is out. And small children should not light the firecrackers themselves, and they should be careful while lighting the crackers. So firefighting. How is the firefighting possible? The firefighting is possible like this. See, one picture is given in the textbook, children. How it is? When paper or wood is on fire, it can be extinguished by throwing water, and when the fire is caused by petrol, extinguish it by throwing sand or mud over it instead of water. Petrol being lighter than water, what will happen? It will burn more. So water should not be thrown. Mud should be thrown when the fire accident is because of the petrol. Okay, children? Done.
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yes, child.
What is meaning of extinguish?
Extinguisher is, you will have nowadays in the schools also they are keeping, wherever there is a fire accident, a red color small cylinder like thing will be there. This
Yes,
is called
ma'am.
extinguisher.
Okay.
It will have a pin when it is opened. Whenever there is a fire accident in the school, in the big malls, wherever it is, if it is blushed, no, the gas will come out and the fire will be stopped.
Okay,
This is
ma'am.
extinguisher. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Next, see. So when a person's clothes catch fire, ask him to roll on the ground and cover him with a blanket. Okay, when the fire is caused due to electrical short circuit, do not throw water. See. And water may give you the electrical shock. So this type of fire should be extinguished by throwing a sand over it. Okay. Switch off the main supply immediately to prevent the spread of fire. Now, small fires can be extinguished with a special device called fire extinguisher. I told you just now. In the case of big fires, we should shout for help immediately and dial 112 on the telephone to call the fire brigade. Now, next part of the topic is first aid.
Go.
First aid. So, what is first aid, children? Whenever an accident happens, the injured person must be given an immediate medical help. So, before he or she is taken to the hospital, this is called first aid. So, this measures which you are taking before the person is taken to the hospital is called first aid. Okay. Now, see here. So, I am showing you next the first aid tips are all of you have learned already in the 3rd and 4th classes, because it is very important for the children to know about the first aid, and you already know about this. For the minor cuts and wounds, nose bleeding and minor burns, everybody knows what it should be done. So some of the first aid tips are given below. Let us learn about that. Okay, so but before that, for how we have to take first aid for the fracture, I am going to show it to you by this picture. Children, see, look at this picture. It is given in the textbook. What is a fracture? Can anybody tell me? Touch. Yes.
Ma'am, I know. Fracture is a crack or a break in a bone.
Very good. Super, Aishwarya. Fracture is a crack or break in a bone. Good. So we can provide first aid by giving, take a magazine or a piece of cardboard and tie it around your fractured part and give support like this. So this is called splint. So this area, what now you can see here, this is called splint. Okay. Now this prevents movement of the broken bone, and when the bone of the hand is broken, make a sling using a cloth. See here we made a sling now. Aishwarya, did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So this. Now this is called sling. Now this sling gives a support to the arm, and when the leg is fractured, tie a splint around the fractured leg, like this only for the leg also. See here, see this picture. Yes. Understood now? So this is the first aid which we have to be, that has to be given for the fracture in a hand or leg. Next, sprains. What are sprains, children? Aishwarya, can you tell me what is a sprain?
Brain.
Yes, okay. I understood that you don't know, but I will tell you. See, Aishwarya, the tissue around the joint gets sudden jerk when we fall down in ankle or in the wrists or in the legs. So, and it causes a severe pain, Aishwarya. So, that is called sprain. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
No, for this you can take an ice pack for the swelling, and sometimes pain reliever ointments also can be taken for the relief. Elastic bandage can be wrapped. So all these things are the first aids which you have to be taken for the sprains. Next, burns, children. Look at this picture. See this? See. Now what happened? This boy suddenly went into the kitchen when a mummy is cooking and he got burnt in the hand. Then what mummy did? First that hand where he got a burn, it will be kept under a running water. Then it will become cool. Otherwise blister will come. Okay. Next. Then after that, after some time when the burn has come down, we will apply the ointment. Okay. Antiseptic cream. So minor burns. What are minor burns? So what this just now I explained now, that is a minor burn. Okay. So cool running water for some time and antiseptic cream should be applied. That is a minor thing. So it is a measure for the minor burn. Now major severe burns, what we have to do? we have to, for the severe burns, take patient to the doctor immediately. And severe burns need a special care because sometimes blisters will be there for the burn part, and they should not be pricked, otherwise it will be infected. That will wash them with antiseptic liquid and cover with a clean piece of cloth. So that's why severe burns should be taken care by taking to the doctor. Next, chemical burns. What are chemical burns? When a chemical falls on the hand like acid in the affected area, with a plenty of water, we should remove it by washing it with water. When the chemical will be removed, this is the first aid for the chemical burn. Okay. Next, animal bites. We are talking about animal bites, children. See this picture. Yes, ma'am. Animal bites means generally we will have the animal bites with the, from which animals, can you tell me?
Dog.
Then?
Dog, ma'am.
And also?
Dog.
Cat.
Cat.
Then?
And snake.
Very good. So when dog bites, you may get rabies. That's why we should go to doctor immediately, and the doctor will give you anti-rabies injections. So before that, what you have to do, that wherever the dog is biting, you should wash it neatly and with an antiseptic lotion, and you should clean it and keep it ready. Then we will go to the doctor. Then he'll give the anti-rabies injection. Now for snakes, what you have to do when a snake bite happens, snake is very venomous. It has, what it will have in body when the snake bites, will get venom into our body. That is not good. We will die because of the venom. Okay. So what happens whenever the snake is biting, on which part? On that upper part you should tie a cloth. That means you are stopping the poison. Venom is nothing but poison by entering into your body, wherever it is. It may be a hand or it may be a leg. So you are stopping it, and you should stop the movement of that person who got affected. Then when you take to the doctor will give the anti-venomous injections. In this way the first aid happens for the poisoning. Okay. That means that person should not move, and that part wherever the snake is biting, it should be on that that snake will bite, upper part of that only you should tie it nicely with a cloth. Then this poison will be stopped by entering into the other parts of the body and affecting the other parts of the body. Now poisoning, how it will, now one more thing, clearly now you understood how it should be taken care. Then keep all the medicines away from the reach of the small children. Poisoning, generally what we have to do in the houses, small children will be there, and poisoning, how it is happening. Suppose small children are there, they see the detergents, naphthalene balls, medicines, insect killers, they don't know that they should not touch, they'll keep in the mouth. That is a poison. That's why we should keep all the medicines away from them and the reach of the children. Always use medicines very carefully and read the instructions before taking them. That is also poisonous if you don't take care. And in case of any kind of poisoning, make the patient vomit and call the doctor immediately. Suppose children are there, they don't know that is poison and they will swallow it. So first we should make them vomit, and we should take them directly to the doctor, who may be small or very big, elder people or whoever it may be. Now we will have a quick recap and keywords I'll tell you. Just have a look, children, in the textbook it is given. First one is traffic signs, second fracture, then first aid, then sling. Okay. See the spellings: TRAFFIC traffic, SIGNS signs, FRACTURE fracture, then FIRST first, AID aid, then SLING sling. These are the keywords. Okay, children, this is the end of the lesson. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel. And please, if you have any doubts, keep in the comment section, I'll clear them. And if you doesn't have a doubt, very good, please go through the lesson very nicely, read it. It is very easy lesson. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. I'll be back with one more lesson. Thank you and have a nice day.